Soviets and Soviets, the Red Army, how y'all doing? This is Conor.
I'm Rangroo, low.
And folks, on Tuesday we're around Slutsk. On Thursday, now we're going to flip Slutsk around the other direction. Rang, who do we have?
Left hand side in blue, we have Brigadier General playing as Group Bezuglogo, and finzent on the right hand side playing as 44th Infantry Division.
Now, it is worth noting, we said this on Tuesday, everybody, that these are maps from the Divisional Disaster Tournament from this past weekend. So if these deployments and these unit choices look a little bit crazy, that is exactly why. Like seeing in openings with the 50 mil knee mortars over here on the right hand side.
Yep, and goddamn, it's a lot of mortars coming in. But yeah, these are decks which are specifically made to be bad and force the other opponent to play the bad deck that you make.
Well, the thing is, the important thing to recall is that they're not bad; they're just made that way. And we can see right now, I mean, the funny thing is we saw actually the 50 mil mortars on Saturday being used to fantastic effect by certain people, so I don't know if that's going to happen out on this particular replay.
Yeah, and with how this is set up, usually a lot of people don't take regular infantry, so just against these CQC squads, these 50 mil mortars just devastate them at long range. And if they can get into position, I mean, that Sapori PPS-8 blob in the middle could go kaboom.
But regrettably, they were not able to suppress them in time. You can see right now that we have like this T-34-76 taking out one of the last of those knee mortars. There were 6 mortars brought in. 2 of them are barraging back behind the lines now. Yep. But the other 3 of the other 4 are all dead. And most of that right-hand side, finzent's initial line here, has been completely massacred.
Yeah, this is a pretty good push here of the Sapori PPSH on PPSH action here. But it's actually getting a little bit even Stevens now. And looking down south, like, yeah, it's pretty even Stevens. Really just a fight for the town, and Brigadier General, it's a town fight, so he's bringing tanks.
He certainly is. Now, worth noting that, guys, you do see up those NKVD troops that legitimately before Saturday, I had constantly forgotten that these guys are basically officers. But it's probably the first time I think we've ever seen them, and I'm going to put this in air quotes, competitively.
Yep. Yeah, not good. They are not good units, so they're perfect here.
There's one more mortar that hasn't been kicked out of its Jeep just yet. And indeed, we're going to see this T-34-76. Yep, for the front line is just crushed over here. Tura definitely has finzent on the back foot.
Yeah, finzent's really gonna need a little bit of extra AT. I mean, he does have CF freeze, which is kind of nice. So he really probably needs enough run set up in the middle to try and blow up some T-34s.
Also worth noting, I guess, that we did see that there's an Andrayusha over here for, I think it was finzent, wasn't it? Or was it Brigadier General? I forget.
I think
want to say it was finzent.
General Tur has the Andrusha because it's finzent's deck.
Right.
That's always confuses me.
And we can see right now, actually, probably see the Conga line of Dushkas coming in. This was another kind of interesting phenomenon from this past weekend. You would just see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Dushkas all, and there's like this merry little convoy coming to the front lines.
Yeah.
And the shocking thing is that under the circumstances, they actually worked.
Yeah, against infantry and like close range fire support, not that bad, but still terrible for its actual intended role of an anti-aircraft gun.
Now the amusing thing as well now is that we have all this swath of infantry coming to the northern town, and regrettably, these mortars are aiming the wrong direction. So they're able to... Oh no, this is going to be terrible. These tanks are just going to crush the front line to the south of that town.
Yeah, Brigadier General Tur actually has, like, an infantry squad that has more than 4 people in it. So it's just as a powerhouse on its own.
I mean, this is the Strafniki Komroti?
Yep.
Yep.
And that's a good squad for being what it is.
It certainly is. Now we are going to have this T-34-76 hold up its opposing compatriots in blue, trying to engage at long distance here, but I do not like the odds. Especially with the third one flanking in from the side here.
Yeah, it's getting the flank, and really get the kill. 2-star veterancy.
Yeah, I'm not really sure this is really a Han Solo moment here. Yep, you never tell him the odds for that very reason.
Then that mortar park is going to be going down. That would be a huge loss there for finzent. Finzent finally bringing out the PTRSs. He probably could have used them earlier to help that northern approach, but
Well, you can see right now the Dushkas, despite being able to put out some nice bit of suppression fire, I mean, come on, they're a machine gun on a flatbed.
Yeah.
Oh man.
General Tur has too many tanks.
He certainly does. And actually, right now, if you look down to the south, not to take away from the action, we have 2 squads of Konaya Razvedkas sneaking up behind enemy lines. They're in the town. They technically could hold it, especially considering that their opposing numbers, they outnumber, one squad outnumbers everyone on the opposite side. But being scouts, they're not meant to hold territory.
Yeah. So the really best bet is to try to run around, kill stuff, and then the T-34 and KV down south can secure some territory.
Oh, wait, IL-2 with its HE clusters.
Oh yeah. So for guys who don't know, the HE cluster bombs are god awful. They're more than worthless. So perfect.
Perfect for these matchups. You're right.
Yeah. Seriously, read CMB dropped on like a blob of dudes and they killed like one guy and suppressed him halfway.
Well, and that was the thing. I mean, you're afraid of giant booms. You're not really afraid of like the little, clippity-clop booms.
You can manage a lot of small booms, but one big boom is too much.
Oh yeah, by all means. The best thing that you can say for them is that they were extremely durable, as you can see right here with that yak.
Yeah. It was more effective to just use them as a strafing plane for cannons and the actual bombs. Because the cannons are deadly.
True. So the amusing thing is that we have those quad 7.62s, the Maxims, the early the ZSU wannabes. This, by comparison to the Dushka, could actually be an effective suppression force. We see another column moving in down to the south. Yeah, looking to dominate that town. As the Konaya Razvedkas do start to take out their opposites over here in this forest.
Man, holy crap, like General Tur's really just mopped up that northern side. That is just nasty.
But how is it that finzent's lines crumbled so quickly? I mean, I thought that the 44th Guards Tarkovi, I mean, when this game dropped, they were a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they're very good, but in this case, Brigadier General has built his deck in a disgusting way that just doesn't really have a lot in A phase, because finzent is a little bit... I mean, I think it's mainly focused for airplanes in the A phase, which doesn't help your territory.
True. But you can see right now the sheer amount of troops, even the recon troops for that matter, but we're seeing almost a push over here to close off that spawn point, which would just be devastating over here to finzent's attempt at holding.
He's got artillerists, Joe. These guys, they're not to be messed with. No, they can call in artillery if there was any. And that's there's some 82 mils, but they're not going to benefit because those mortars don't have radios.
No, they don't. Actually, I'm more interested in watching what happens as these Dushkas move into this town down to the south. There's one superior PPSH down here. So he's got 3 Fausts, so technically he could kill half of his Tormentors. But I don't feel too great about his odds in any second here. First shot comes up. It does get a freak out here, but doesn't matter if that's Chris Angel or not here. I don't think he's going to see the light of day.
I'm actually quite surprised how long it took to fully suppress that squad of all that 50 cal fire.
A bit, but at the same time, I'm also kind of not. The 12-7, as much as we want to go and say it could be an effective suppression, when you're matching it up against that green cover in the first place and then the second time, I mean, it's just it's a single 12-7.
It's funny because remember ST-44, 50 cal machine guns were scary weapons.
Oh yeah.
Here they just feel like slightly larger pea shooters.
But I think part of it too, though, is that the scope of ST-44, which is so much more confined. Like this again too, it's huge. It's such an incredible amount of area. Even right now between them and that ZSU, is what 700 meters, 800 meters right there.
Yeah, in the larger scale, it was 50 cal, so not as useful. In the middle, we got one Sapri PPS-8 going down to a bunch of officers or NKVDs.
Actually, I'm fascinated to watch these mortars up to the north start to shell the Maxim Park.
Mm-hmm.
Because being light-skinned vehicles, we actually could see a couple of kills here pretty easily. Oh, but they start to see it at the last second.
What I'm more surprised is finzent going to lose all his flags, or is he going to keep on to that one remaining point? Because if he does lose that flag, I think that'd be the first time we've ever seen someone lose every single point.
It's got 56 seconds for it to happen here, and we need to get more troops that can actually control territory. It'd be super close.
I like how behind enemy lines, finzent has a single Redevka unit
Yes.
trying to pick off these very slow AA guns.
Oh
transports.
no! You have PE2 going after that one poor T-34-76. You poor SOB. The rockets are not going to. Oh my gosh! It's the Rangroo method of strafing.
There we go. Free until the last second. Hello, is he? I think he's gonna get that flag cone.
I think he is too. I think that's why he's with his T-34-76. It's right there. He just wants to get that last flag. You saw it here, folks. You saw it here first.
That is brutal.
Again, let us not go and by all means think that this is reflecting finzent.
No.
Brigadier General Torch is an absolutely dirty deck for this entire tournament.
Yeah. I would admit with this tournament, I mean, player skill matters, but the big thing is being able to build a bad deck to begin with, and holy crap. I'm sorry, finzent, you had to go through that.
A man alive. I mean, yes, on the kills page, we had a couple of, the ZSU had the most kills for killing 3 of those Dushkas down to the south, but then that was it, unfortunately. And on the other side, of course, we have a lot more in the way of death being dealt.
That Strafniki warranty did, like, a very good job.
Did he now?
For what he did. Yeah.
Oh, Davidoff? Yes.
Davidoff.
But folks, let us not go and dwell on finzent's defeat, but rather on Tua's victory. And are we bringing any more of these games, do you think?
We might bring one more on Saturday as they come up.
Indeed, folks. So keep an eye out for more of these replays, as of course. If you have a replay yourself you want us to check out, by all means hit us up on the Discord or put it over into the Discord channel for SD2. But any final thoughts there, Ryan?
That was dirty.
Oh yeah. I need to wash my mouth up with soap after that entire match right there. But folks, until next time then, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangroo, take it easy.